千里之行，始于足下。A journey of 1,000 miles begins beneath the feet. We now gather in the Tao to travel the journey together. Welcome to Tao Talks with Derek Lin, where we take a deep dive into the Tao Te Ching by Lao Tzu. I would like to extend a warm welcome to you. Thank you for joining us. I would like to invite you to center your thoughts and direct your attention to this moment in time, to the here and now, to be fully present and mindfully aware as we all ready ourselves for this sacred process in the Tao with one another. Before we get to that, let's talk about the truest tranquility. In this slide, I use the image of the Buddha because we usually associate meditation with Buddhism. However, it should be noted that for centuries before Buddhism spread to ancient China, Tao sages had already explored and understood the importance of the meditative practice. And we can see this in the words from Lao Tzu, not just in this chapter, but also other chapters of the Tao Te Ching as well. They all reference what is basically the silence of your mind. And we need to do this because the material world is full of noise. More importantly, not just the material world, but the internal world of the mind oftentimes is full of noise. Internal chatter, as I said. Now, when it comes to the external versus the internal, the distinction is that you and I, we all have limited control over the external. We can move ourselves to a quiet place, but if we happen to be somewhere that is noisy, we may or may not be able to do something about it. So our control over the environment can sometimes be limited. On the other hand, when it comes to the internal world, the world of your mind, internally, you have complete control. You can do anything with your mind. You can train your mind for better, higher level mastery to be able to have your mind do what you want it to do. So to hold on to this Tao, the Tao of tranquility, is to exercise that internal mastery so you can always have your internal peace and quiet, regardless of what is happening on the outside. So the better way is to attain the truest tranquility regardless of where you are, exercising your mastery over the senses. There may be noise and distractions on the outside, but the mind with absolute control does not need to be affected by the external. So when you have that external stimuli, it doesn't matter because they can no longer affect the internal essence. Of course, it would take practice to be able to attain this level of internal mastery. But when you are able to get there, you have what Lao Tzu calls hold on to the truest tranquility. A note as well between the similarities between Buddhist Dharma and Taoist philosophy. Many people have noted that the two are very similar. There are parallel concepts that we have seen, like in the previous slide about the ultimate emptiness. This is because both Buddhism and Taoism reflect the same spiritual truths underlying reality. So in that sense, they are one. Our meeting has come to an end, but the journey continues on. Until next time, may the Tao fill you with peace and happiness.